In the heart of a forgotten village, nestled between cracked hills and whispering winds, lived a boy no one believed in, except himself. This is not just a story about poverty. It is not just about hardship. It is about Mboya. A boy born with nothing but a name and a dream too big for the walls of his small mud hut. If you've ever been told you wouldn't make it, if you've ever felt invisible in a world that only sees success, then listen closely. Because this is your story too. Mboya came into this world on a rainy Thursday, under the leaking thatched roof of a collapsing hut in the outskirts of a dry village called Mbara. His mother, Mama Nafila, was a vegetable vendor. His father, whom he barely knew, had left when Mboya was still crawling on the floor, chasing chickens barefoot. Mboya's childhood was painted in shades of struggle. Meals were never guaranteed. Water was fetched from a stream that ran dry half the year. School was a luxury, one that he fought for. Each morning, while other children rode bicycles or walked in polished shoes, Mboya ran barefoot across sharp gravel for 6 kilometers, clutching a torn bag filled with second-hand books. His classmates laughed at his patched shorts and his strong accent. But inside him, Mboya carried a different fire, the kind that neither hunger nor mockery could quench. At night, while others slept, he would sit by the fire, listening to his mother's worn-out stories of heroes, warriors, and kings. One evening, he whispered, "One day, Mama, they'll tell my story too." She smiled through her tears, not because she believed, but because he did. As Mboya grew, so did the challenges. His mother fell ill with a condition they couldn't name. Hospitals were far, and doctors didn't come to places like Mbara. He was 13 when he became the man of the house, taking odd jobs, carrying water, cutting firewood, digging latrines, for coins that barely fed them. But he never missed school. Every evening, he sat under a dying lantern, reading borrowed books. His favorite was about a boy who built an airplane from scraps. Mboya would stare at the stars and imagine himself flying, far from poverty, far from pain. His grades were excellent, but there was no money for high school. When his primary school headmaster saw his final exam results, he called Mboya into his office. "You have something rare, son. You have a spirit that refuses to die." That week, the headmaster wrote letters to well-wishers and strangers. A kind-hearted woman in Nairobi, a Mrs. Oching, read the letter and paid for his school fees. Just like that, Mboya's next chapter began. High school in Nairobi was a culture shock. The city buzzed with lights, noise, and people who walked as though time owed them something. At school, Mboya was again the outsider. His Swahili was too rural. His clothes were too plain. His lunchbox was always empty. But his mind? Sharp as ever. He topped every class. Teachers noticed. Students whispered. Some mocked, others envied. He started a small tutoring business, charging city kids to help them with math and science. At night, he cleaned restaurants to earn money for his school supplies. He lived in a small servants' quarter behind a bakery, where the aroma of bread filled his dreams, but hunger often woke him up. Years passed. When KCSE results came out, Mboya was among the top 50 students in the entire country. He was awarded a scholarship to study engineering at a top university. For the first time, he stood on a podium not as a poor village boy, but as a star. Still, success didn't come easy. At university, Mboya faced a different kind of poverty, the emotional kind. Surrounded by children of diplomats, CEOs, and politicians, he often felt out of place. He didn't have fancy clothes, didn't understand their music, and couldn't afford to eat at the school cafeteria. He considered dropping out. But then, he remembered his mother's words. "The ground may be hard, but even the acacia tree grows from it." So he pushed on. He built a solar-powered phone charger as a school project, designed specifically for off-grid villages like his own. The innovation caught the attention of a local tech incubator. Within a year, Mboya had founded his first startup, Sunnova Solutions. Today, Mboya is not just a name whispered in dusty classrooms. He is an engineer, an inventor, a speaker, and the founder of a company that brings light, literally and figuratively, to villages like Mbara. He built a school in his hometown. He sponsored 10 students every year. He even bought his mother a new home, a real one, with a roof that doesn't leak and walls that whisper hope. But Mboya never forgot his roots. He still visits his old teachers. Still walks barefoot when he returns to Mbara. Still reminds the children. It is not where you're born that defines you, it's where you choose to go. So if you're watching this right now, wondering if your dreams matter, wondering if anyone sees your struggle, wondering if it's even worth it, remember Mboya. Remember that stars are born in darkness. And no matter where you come from, even a dusty corner of the world with nothing but hardship, you can rise. You can soar. You can become the legend others tell stories about. Because, like Mboya, you were never meant to be ordinary. You were born to shine. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope today. Comment, "I am a dreamer," if you believe your story isn't over yet. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring tales just like this one.